Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and this movie is directed by Robert Zemeckis, and it came out in 1988, and I've never seen this movie before, and I just decided to watch it just because I've heard good things, and I enjoyed this movie. I didn't love it. There are elements that I really appreciated about it, and there's things to respect about it, and it has a fun energy to it, but as a whole, it's not really a movie that connected with me throughout the entire film, but I'm not upset that I watched it. It's worth at least one watch, and I'll say that much about it. It was worth watching, and I had fun. I enjoyed the tone of the movie, and I really liked the element of using like animated characters and non-animated characters is what I'll describe them as. Like the tunes in this movie are fun, and the actual human people are entertaining for the most part, and the animation, while a bit dated at points, it still holds up and it looks good, and there wasn't a particular scene that took me out of it a whole lot, and I never found any of it to be unintentionally creepy or scary. It all felt like this is something that would exist in this movie's universe, and I like the characters in this movie. I like Roger Rabbit. I think he's funny, and our main character is fun, and I do like the idea of setting this story in like the 1940s, and that was kind of fun, and the movie kind of reminded me a lot of Chinatown. I'm not sure how much this movie was inspired by it or what happened there, but by the end of the day, it is its own thing, and it's just like a murder mystery film, like a detective film, and it's fun, even if the detective element of the movie is kind of lacking for me, and it's just like characters running away from the villain of the movie. I thought the performances in this movie were pretty good. I really liked the cast of the movie, and they bring a decent amount to their characters, and they're really believable, and they're not like real people or characters that I related to, really, but they're fleshed out enough to where you would understand who they are, and they develop the tunes well enough and make them interesting and fun to watch, and it's fun, and that's pretty much the intention of the film, it's just to be fun, and I had fun while watching it. I do feel as though the movie was a little bit too long. I felt as though it could have been 15 minutes shorter, especially in the third act, because that last act did feel really stretched out to me. I was just waiting for it to end, and I was just like, let's get on with it. Let's wrap this up. This doesn't need to be an hour and 40 minutes or whatever. The movie was never terribly shot, and I could see everything very clearly, and everything in this world makes sense to some extent, except for a few character decisions that I found to be kind of annoying, and there was a little backstory with our main character that kind of just felt thrown in and didn't really need to be in the movie at all. But without it, then the movie really doesn't have much going for it as far as substance goes. And it's just like, well, we gotta have something for our main character, otherwise there's like nothing to him. And the plot to the movie, it's not all that interesting to me. The enjoyment I get from this movie comes from just how things are presented, and just watching and the characters and spending time with them, and that's where I thought the movie was really good. I thought the relationship between our main character and Roger Rabbit was fun, and there are some characters that are pretty over the top and ridiculous, but I'm not pulled out of it entirely for the most part, except for the main villain. I didn't really care for the main villain all that much. I felt as though the villain was kind of distracting. In terms of how cartoonish they presented the villain in this movie, I just found it distracting, and it went too far for me personally. And also, this movie didn't really impact me on an emotional level. It was like light, fun entertainment for me, and that was pretty much the whole movie. And the movie overall is solid. It gives you what you would expect, and there isn't really much else that I took away from it. I just got nice, fun, dumb entertainment. And that's kind of what I was expecting, and that's what I got, and there isn't really much else to the movie that I took away. So if this is a movie that looks interesting to you, then check it out. And I know a lot of people have seen this movie already. I'm not sure if it's considered a classic or not, but I would say I like it. I don't love it. Maybe if I see it for a second time, I will love it or like it even more, but this is just my first viewing, and I don't know everything from just one viewing, is what I'll say. And sometimes my opinion will change upon multiple watches, but from a first viewing, this is just how I feel. So, in the end, I liked it, so check it out. I think it's a good movie, and with all that being said, I'm going to give Who Framed Roger Rabbit a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.